Alright, hello everyone, I am Easy Mode's Ragey Poo, and I'm going to be bringing you another Marine Arena Masters! In the bottom left hand, we have Relic from TryHrd, and ImNotGrayson. Top left hand side, we have Ice and TryHrd's MasterMind. In the top right hand corner, we have IsIrI's Hotsauce and SeexySauce. And in the bottom right hand corner, we have Spider Venom and Hi-Ho! This is going to be so awesome. I love seeing the Stalkers. The Stalkers! This is awesome. Hi-Ho Stalkers are so good. Did I say Hi-Ho again? It is Hi-Ho. And here we go. We have an early Corruptor for MasterMind and for Hotsauce, even for Relic. This is just Corruptor Monday, I guess. 2 ghosts coming out for also MasterMind and Hotsauce. So looking at the bottom left-hand corner, we have Grayson going out with Marauders and Zealots for Relic. We're probably going to see some Temples later on. And whoa, Hydralisk Opener. I haven't seen that in a while for Ice. And of course, Sharpshooters for MasterMind. Sharpshooters, always the favorite, it seems. For top right, it looks like Hotsauce deciding to go with Marauders too. Maybe we'll see some Marauders coming up. And we have Sharpshooters. Who would have thought anything else? Spider Venom with Sharpshooters. And of course, Hi-Ho with those Stalkers. Here we go! So we have a scan coming down already on Hotsauce. I'm not sure who scanned with that. But looking at the production tab, we have a Tassadar coming out for none other than, is it Spider Venom or Hi-Ho? It looks like Spider Venom. Whoa, I haven't seen him with a Tassadar before, so this is going to be really interesting. Usually I see, MasterMind with a Tassadar, but well, I guess we're going to have Spider Venom with a Tassadar. And ImNotGrayson deciding to go with a Medibabe, and I think that's awesome. That means we're going to see, hopefully, some Stim Marines. A little scan going down there to see and reveal those burrowed lings, and already there's some back and forth going on between Hi-Ho, and there's a corruption going down, and oh, he gets hit in the face by Seeker Missiles. Hotsauce and SeexySauce already being really aggressive, coming around on the top side is MasterMind. Storm going down on Hotsauce's units. They're going to have to get back out there, and that ghost doesn't even know what's going on. Where's the Tassadar? You got to go attack that Tassadar, buddy. In the middle, Ice is already taking presence. There was a corruption going down, but it's not going to do a whole lot. There's no real aggressive. Relic with 2 Corruptors now. And some back and forth already going on from top right. Bottom left, though, being a little bit passive, kind of waiting it out, seeing what's going on, possibly building up some of his supply. And sure enough, my gosh, they're both almost at 700 supply. And capitalizing on that is Spider Venom with big storms going down on ImNotGrayson. Ice still taking hold in the middle. There's meanwhile, there's some back and forth action going on from SeexySauce with Hi-Ho, and even some back and forth going on from Hotsauce. Is there going to be a corruption that goes down? No, I don't see it. Looks like the Corruptors are a little bit scared of one another. But there we go, the corruption going down on both units. In fact, Hotsauce getting a few more hits on MasterMind. He could overextend himself a little bit there, but no. And Ice fighting ImNotGrayson, and what is this? Grayson is just taking a surround on MasterMind. Scan goes down. Is he going to be able to get the ghost? Guys, I don't know if he's going to be able to save that ghost. There's so many units. He's trying to get surrounded a little bit by Ice, putting the pressure on top left, and Ice also putting the pressure right there on the ramp from middle. But I think Grayson might have a good presence here. He might be able to hold on, especially with the Medibabe. And that MasterMind's ghost is hidden for now. Is there enough energy for a scan? We don't see it, and I think he's going to be able to escape. Meanwhile, there is some back and forth going on from the Sauces and bottom right's Hi-Ho. And some storms going down there. He's able to pick off some of the units. And MasterMind, surprisingly, from that engagement, not only keeps his ghost, but actually makes a little bit of money from that, too. So Grayson and Relic are going to have to back out for now. But Relic actually wants to try to vie for the middle. And here he goes. All those Zealots are going in. There's a corruption going down on Ice's units, and they are going absolutely crazy. Tassadar coming in, possibly looking to do the storm. He doesn't. Instead, in favors SeexySauce, and puts a big storm down on all of his units. Is he going to kill a bunch? Yes, he does. And Spider Venom's points are just going up like crazy. Meanwhile, Hotsauce kind of overextending himself a little bit. He's right in the thick of it with Ice and MasterMind closing right on top of his units. He's got to back out of there. There was a corruption going down on the units, but his units were cleaned out there. And Relic now holding the middle. And that's going to be great considering that Relic and Grayson are a little bit behind. They need to hold on to that middle, though. They can't lose it. and Spider Venom coming in for the storm. He's waiting for it. Perfect storm goes down on those Marines, and Hi-Ho coming in with great control. He is picking off units left and right, and now they have a great concave. But oh no, Relic coming in, and Hi-Ho does stim back out there, but not before losing a few Stalkers. Even a corruption going down from SeexySauce. And oh no, Hi-Ho might have overextended himself a little bit, dropping his supply down to 240. That's gonna hurt. And Patience saying can't see the scores. You should be able to see the scores, buddy. You can't? Let me just check this real quick. No, I can see the storms on the stream. So, too much to the right? Wait, okay. Just making sure. Sorry about that, guys. I don't mean to take away from the fight, but well, see, I don't know why it still has it to where people can whisper me, which I love the whispers. But if there is any problems, guys, I do like the immediate whispers. That's great. But hopefully we can see it in the actual Twitch.tv chat. And that way I can address it without it being too distracting. It just totally distracts me and gets me out of the game. But thank you for at least letting me know, but hopefully it's all fixed. And SeexySauce decided to come out with a Relic. Let's look at the Units tab real quick. So many Corruptors, my gosh, there's 4 or 5. There's 5 Corruptors out on the field, and 2 Ravens now for SeexySauce. That Tassadar is still out. Tassadar's going to have to be careful. With double Seeker Missiles, it could deal a ton of damage. And I think 2 Seeker Missiles is really all you need to be able to take out a hero, depending on what level it is. It's currently level 3, though. I think he's going pure Archon. We'll see if he has anything in the works as far as changing from Sharpshooters. I think going pure Tassadar might not be a good choice, and I don't want to bite my tongue just yet, but I've seen in past matchups where if you go pure Tassadar, it can be a little bit harmful. He should possibly think about a tier 3 unit, just in case he loses the task, otherwise he's going to have problems. So the Medibabe was taken out, so Ice had to get a new one. I don't know who was able to take that out, but looking at the scores right now, it seems like Spider Venom has a really good position as far as being in first place. He's doing very well with that task, maybe bringing it up to level 4 here soon. Does have to be really careful, though, of these Seeker Missiles, and in fact, Hi-Ho's doing a really good job of keeping him at bay, getting control of the tower. Great control by Hi-Ho. And here we go. Spider Venom is going to come over, and is he going to storm? No, instead elects to save it. No, in fact, he does storm, killing all those units. And is he going to kill the units on the high ground? Does he have vision? Yes, he does. But I think Hi-Ho deciding to blink in, and I think that's good. Go ahead and save the storm for another day. Keep that mana full there, buddy. And Hotsauce fighting with MasterMind. There is a corruption going down, but not a whole lot of back and forth. I think he's afraid of ice, but we're going to see some Seeker Missiles and connects. All those Marines are going to go down. Hi-Ho, though, could possibly be coming into a position where he can possibly get around SeexySauce. And there we go. Is he going to fight 2 people, though, on 2 different fronts? I don't think that would be a good idea. Not unless he has the high ground control. Meanwhile, Grayson and Relic still fighting for this bottom tower position. And I think they're going to be able to get it if this Tassadar doesn't beat them to it, though. That Tassadar is looking really scary. Level 3. It's going to be level 4 soon. And looking at his score, though, he could possibly be saving up, which I think would be an excellent idea. He should get a tier 3 unit. Corruption does go down on MasterMind's units, and Hotsauce pushing forward. He is trying not only to get the units, but also getting that tower. Is he going to be able to do it? Ice tries to come in, and he says, no, I don't think so, not today. Corruption goes down on Hotsauce. He does retreat, so that way Corruptor doesn't get him from Hotsauce. And oh my gosh, he's fighting 2 fronts at the same time. Hi-Homon dealing a lot of damage. In fact, the storm's going down on SeexySauce's units. Spider Venom's points are just going up like crazy. And he is going to back out for now. I don't think he should. I think he should just stay there, possibly do some feedbacks on the Ravens. It's a little bit hard, though. The feedback AoE is very short, which is unfortunate. It should be just as far as the storm, I sometimes feel. But that puts him in a position where he could possibly get hit by Seeker Missiles before he can get that feedback down. Relic deciding to go Warp Zealots. What? Warp Zealots are awesome. We've seen Ice use them to great effect before, and I'm curious to see if Ice is going to go for air style. He is at 1292 right now, and that could mean he is planning for something with air, and if so, that's going to just completely neutralize Relic. But big warping and the corruption goes down. Ice is going to lose so many units. In fact, the storm goes down, and all of Ice's supply, save, 100 maybe right here, is going to be down. And I don't know if that's 100. That's probably like 30, 50 right there. So currently at 300 supply, he did lose quite a bit of supply. And Hi-Ho-Mon coming from the backside, he's attacking Grayson. He's going to kill all of Grayson's units. Oh my gosh, that was great play by Hi-Ho. Spider Venom able to keep the middle, that way he didn't get flanked. Great job by Bottom Right. Bottom Right is taking really big, dominant control right now. Hi-Ho is actually kind of far behind in the points. He has the presence, but he's just not dealing enough damage. We have the Guardian Shield coming down for middle, taking out Ice's units again. He's going to get so low, dropping down to 250. He's at the sub 250 right now. And Hotsauce coming in. Again, he could be overextending himself a little bit, but he does get a Corruptor. And oh no, Hi-Ho blinking in, surrounding MasterMind. And Hotsauce is surrounded too. And oh no, even the Hi-Ho might be surrounded. Everybody is getting surrounded today. Where is Spider Venom? He's got to help his partner get in the middle. There we go. He now has dominance of the middle. And in first place now, though, surprisingly, is MasterMind. I think that surround from Hotsauce was just what he needed. Now at 3,037, but not that far behind is Spider Venom. And Spider Venom using this Taz to great effect. I'm surprised it's still level 3. I think did he save up for possibly a sniper unit? No, in fact, he went Goliath. That's exactly what he needed to do. That's great. I'm glad that there is a tier 3 unit to supplement that Tastar, especially with Warp Zealots. This is crazy. And whoa, even crazier, the Game Changer. Odin is now out on the field. And as you guys know, Odin can totally change the game early on. It is a little bit late, considering it's at the 12-minute mark. Usually you can get an Odin anywhere between the 8 and 10-minute mark if you play your cards right. But that's okay. A few minutes late shouldn't hurt anything. There are a few tier 3 units though, and look at this, 2 attack ups. I think he's planning on keeping his Tassadar at level 3 for now, which I actually think is a good idea considering Mutalisk. There we go. Ice now deciding to get some air. And you know, Mutalisks are great, but I really like seeing the Wraith play. The Wraith play has been so great. And oh man, the Odin though is going to do a lot of damage to Ice's Mutalisk. Is going to have to back out there. And what is he going to do for the rest of this game? MasterMind deciding to go Goliath as well. We saw Hotsauce use Goliath to great effect in a previous matchup. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but if you haven't, go over to youtube.com/Ragesauce and check it out. It was a great matchup. I mean, he dominated with those Goliaths. So if you want to learn how to play Goliath, check that out. I believe it will be up tomorrow. I think it's scheduled for Tuesday. So looking at the points, just real quick, MasterMind now slipping back a little bit. He's been a little bit inactive. And Spider Venom now shooting forward in the lead with 300 points, senior from MasterMind. And even a Hi-Ho is getting really into the game with a kind of assassin blink. I think he shouldn't have blinked in too far. It was kind of unnecessary. But with a great concave, he's going to pick off all of SeexySauce's units. And, uh-oh, Spider Venom saying what the... Did he lose his Tassadar? Oh, he lost his Tassadar. How the heck did he lose his Tassadar? I did not see that. And, oh no, I guess Spider Venom losing his Tassadar. Guys, I did not see that. I wonder who got the kill. I'm just going to ask real quick to see who got it. And hopefully that's not revealing too much in the game. But here we go. Relic could be coming in with these warp lots. Is he going to make something happen? I don't know. I don't think he's got the position. This could be a bad idea. Oh, don't fight on that high ground. Save your units, Relic. Especially since MasterMind was coming around with the bottom left. And I guess Hotsauce was able to pick that up. So great job, Hotsauce. It was probably the Odin. Odin deals a lot of damage to heroes. So I think that's probably how he lost that task. Surprising. Very surprising indeed. What level is that Tassadar? Let's check it out. Currently level 3. And the Odin right now level 2. Level 2 Odin, that is really interesting. I guess we could be seeing at least a halfway Odin. Sometimes players will level it up to about level 3 or level 4 and then decide to stop. And the reason for that is because it'll deal higher splash damage, and that could be used to fend off Ice's Mutalisk. And SeexySauce deciding to go with Hybrid Destroyers, currently with 1 up right now. And Hotsauce, I really think Hotsauce should get Marauders, especially for these Mutalisks. The splash is so overpowered, and that would be a great unit for him to get. Especially with the other units on the field, I feel like Marauders would just really clean house. Even on these warp lots, they do surprisingly well considering the splash damage. And oh no, Hotsauce, you could have lost too many units. You've got to get out of there, buddy. And oh my gosh, if you had an Overseer, either Ice or MasterMind, you could have possibly picked off that Odin. And he's going to have to back out for now. I think you're overextending yourself a little bit, Hotsauce. But bringing in the Destroyers, he is going to be able to push that army back, and he's going to have to heal either at the middle tower or possibly get something. Big Warpins, though, coming in from Relic. Oh my gosh, look at the Warpin. He's going straight after Haihomon and actually getting a really good position, but is now going to need to back out. And Haihomon dropped his supply down to 270. That was great play by Relic. His score just shot up to 3,118. But is that going to be enough? Grayson is a little bit behind, and he's saving up too. We could possibly see Race come in or something to counter the air from top left, and he's going to need it. His score is really low. Spider Venom still dominating with 4,229. And no way, did he lose that Testar again? No, I just couldn't see it. Now currently level 4, and I think Hi-Ho with the great control and Spider Venom just being able to get these big storms off on Grayson, I think he's neutralized them. And now Grayson is going to have to come up with something. We do have the warp lots already, but we're just waiting for Grayson to pop out something great. And we have the storms coming down on SeexySauce. One more storm could seal the deal. Is he going to be able to do it? He's afraid of those Seeker Missiles, though, and there we go. Seeker Missiles coming down. It is going to land on a few of the units, not really taking out a whole lot, and bring SeexySauce's units down quite a bit. A lot of them are in the orange, some of them are in the red. And Ice just being so mean with these Mutalisks. He does now have the Overseer. He has the Corruptor and the Medibabe. He could possibly get that Odin, and that would be a big pickup for Ice at 2,902. Meanwhile, there is back and forth going on from Grayson, and I think this is a bad idea. Grayson, get out of mid. You're losing too much supply. I mean, I get that he needs to get the supply going, but he could have just been trying to get that extra 100, because I know he's going air. I know exactly what he's going. Hopefully it's Race, because Race were really good. They do have great splash damage. Not sure how they fare necessarily against Mutalisks, but I believe with that splash damage it is going to be effective. And there we go, the contamination going down on Odin. He's unable to move, but it looks like neither one deciding to make its move on the Odin. The Odin is going to live to tell a tale another day, and Spider Venom fighting for the right side tower is going to be able to get it, and left side tower is actually taken, I believe, by Ice. He's got a little Hydralus burrow there. Meanwhile, there is a lot of back and forth going on from the bottom tower. Hi-Ho's still able to control that tower, which is great. Blinken, though. Big Blinken by Relic, and that could have been a mistake. There is a corruption going down on Hi-Ho's units, but Hi-Ho doesn't even care about the Marines. It's those Lancers with 4 ups that deal the damage, and I think that actually favored Haihomon. Looking at bottom right now, 4,700 for Spider Venom. He's being so cost effective with that Tassadar. Currently level 4, but we could see it level 5, level 6, and soon enough level 7, and then possibly the High Templar Archon. That would be excellent to see. But wow, look at this. Bottom left is just hurting so bad. He's only about 10 away, Grayson is, from getting that air unit, but it's going to be possibly too little too late. He's been out of the game for pretty much a solid 9 minutes at least. I'll say at least 9 minutes. And that's really starting to hurt him. He is kind of fighting for towers right now, possibly just to get that extra 10 minerals. That's really all he needs. In fact, a few pickup from units would be enough. And he's just, oh, he's 3 behind. He's just barely there, guys. He really wants to get that air unit. And finally, at 1,600, we'll see what air unit he decides to go. We'll keep a look at that compound. And whoa! We're going to see Scouts come out. And yes, Scouts do very well against mutas, and victory, he says. I don't know how much of a victory it's going to be, though. He's going to have to mass up for quite a while, as Ice does have a full supply. So he's not going to be able to do anything for still a very long time. And looking at Ice's units, he has 1 armor up, and he doesn't have any attack ups. So even that 1 armor is just going to help against the scouts so much, with absolutely no ups for those scouts. And with Goliath, I don't know if that's going to be enough. I mean, the Warpins on the Goliath will be effective, especially if the corruption can go down. And then the only thing that'll be left is to deal with Ice. But they are very far behind, guys. Just hold on to your hats. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Relic and Grayson will be able to do it. But we've seen them come back before. And speaking of coming back, Ice, are you going to try to get that Odin? In fact, did you get the Odin? Where is that Odin? Oh my gosh, the Odin was taken out. And god dang it, I need some kind of notification whenever there's a hero kill. Something that pops up on the screen that says, hero kill! So that way I'll know exactly what's going on. Because I did not see that Odin taken out. And I'm assuming it was MasterMind that got it because his points shot up dramatically. Corruption is going down on Hi-Ho, but he's aggressive. He's so aggressive right now. In fact, he could probably blink in, take out that Odin, but deciding to play it safe for now and backs up. And is there lag? I'm not sure if there's lag. I didn't see any lag from GPR. GPR is another observer at the moment. So I'm not sure what that was, but that's okay. Sorry, it just stuff like that just takes me right out of the game. But I want to be in the game. I want to see this excitement because MasterMind, we've seen him pull out before, and with bottom right getting closer and closer to MasterMind's score, we could possibly see MasterMind take this game, and we'll see. I mean, bottom right is still really far ahead, but if Ice can pull through and get more of those Odin kills with MasterMind on their heels, you never know what will happen, especially feeding on Grayson and Relic. My gosh, they've just pretty much been nothing but pure feeds so far. Relic trying to make something happen with these warp lots, but I think he needs a corruptor, needs to have some contamination go down, because as you know, warp lots, the blink cooldown is kind of nerfed. It takes a long time, and oh no, big storms going down on the warp zealots, but oh, he's actually getting a lot of Hi-Ho's units. My gosh, he just got totally glass cannon there. Look at his supply down to 153, but Relic losing so many units, and oh no! Ice going right in for those scouts, and whoa, we have a savior coming down, but misses all of Ice's mutas. That would have been a huge savior. Oh no, and a pause comes down, and I think, it is GPR lagging or something?
Game resumed. Game paused.
I don't understand why Ice is telling GPR to leave. Oh, I guess Ice is saying that there is delay. And none of the other players, though, are saying that there is delay. So this is definitely interesting. They could possibly get dropped. There is an anti-lag feature where if you talk too much during a pause, it's going to fuck things up. So pardon my French, but they need to be careful. I don't want to see anyone in this match get dropped. And there we go. The game is resumed. It's not a remake, guys. Let me do a little bit of micromanaging and see what's going on. GPR is not responding. So I'm not sure if it is GPR. That would be interesting if it was. But are you here, GPR? Huh. Oh well, I don't want to get too far into it because I want to stay in this matchup. My gosh, I hate being distracted like that. So much distractions. And so what's going on right now is Ice being really aggressive against SeexySauce. Got to be careful of the Odin, though. There's so much splash. And sure enough, oh, Ice losing a bunch of units there. He actually dropped about 50 supply just from that volley alone. And was able to keep the rest, though. Even Grayson deciding to be aggressive. Look at this. I can't believe he's going against a full maxed out army with just a little bit of scouts. He's only got half of his army now or so. And so right now, looking at the scoreboard, currently SeexySauce is starting to catch up. This is interesting. I'm guessing from those muta kills, or just I don't know where is he getting this money from. He is currently only at 150 supply. There we go. It did raise up a little bit. And oh no, SeexySauce dropping the point defense drone just in time, able to save that Raven, and the Odin dealing a little bit of damage to Hi-Ho. Meanwhile, there is so much back and forth, and look at this, the scouts are backing out. And that's so funny because scouts totally counter Mutalisks, but with just such a huge supply, it's just not enough, and I think Grayson even needs to go possibly a Medi, even supplementing with Ravens. Ravens are really good at dealing with air and putting them in your army. Could be the right choice. In fact, MasterMind deciding to go Raven, and I think he's got the right idea, guys. And speaking of right idea, what level is this Tassadar? Level 4? That's not the right idea. Let's go ahead and see that Tassadar get up to max level. I think he's just trying to boost up these Goliaths to make sure that Ice doesn't overtake him and get too powerful. Currently no hit point ups, but 1 up each for attack and armor. And Goliath's at 6 attack. Oh my gosh, those guys are getting so strong. Let's see what Hi-Ho is at. He's at 8. Oh my gosh, 8 attack for these Lancers. I would like to see more hit points. They do have fast recharge shields. So having high hit points is really good. As you can see, their shields recharge very quickly because of those upgrades. And does he even have the upgrades? Yes, he does. They are fully upgraded. And the scouts are not quite upgraded. No, they're actually fully upgraded too. So I'm pretty sure I can see when the upgrade is done or not. But here we go. Warpin's coming in from Relic, and they're doing a lot of damage. Hi-Ho taking in a lot of hurt from Relic, but a storm does go down, pushing back Relic's units, and they are going to retain that tower for now. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And MasterMind coming in. There are some volleys going down from the Goliaths, and whoa, Grayson deciding to take on those Goliaths head on. I don't think that was the right idea at all. Relic's supply is just a little bit low. He's deciding to stay back for now. Meanwhile, there is back and forth going on from Spider Venom and SeexySauce. Force fields do go down, and not enough to trap, though. One more would have been great, but he was really afraid of losing that Tassadar. And here we go. Hi-Ho does have the Overseer. He is going to be able to heal them. And look at this. Ice deciding to go after... Oh, no! He went after Grayson and took out all of his units. No, that's going to be a huge upset. 66 supply. He just got glass cannon so hard. Oh, no, Grayson. I don't think Grayson is going to be able to pull out of this, guys. And I think bottom left is going to be knocked out of this game, which is so upsetting. We've seen in the last few games he hasn't had too much success, and I think these guys are just wising up to his strategies, his tactics, and just getting the I can't even think of the word. Just a preemptive pregame, learning the strategies and able to get one up on Grayson. And because usually when we see these games, Grayson is just really far ahead. But now we're actually seeing Hi-Ho getting ahead. Hi-Ho getting absolutely crazy here. He is possibly going to pick off this Odin. No, great heals coming in, and oh no, he overextended himself too much, losing all that army. That was not worth it at all. And now top right is just picking up so much money. SeexySauce now at 7,000 from that. And big mistake by Hi-Ho. He really tried to go at it, but he just didn't deal enough, especially since that Odin was getting healed. And you never, ever, 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 guys, ever, I don't care if you're Hi-Ho, if you're Valor, or whoever just recently won the US 7 tournament, never blink after that Odin like that, ever, because that's exactly what he's designed for, is to take that damage. And the Destroyers with 6 attack damage, even doing extra damage to light mechanical, that's just too much. I mean, he took on so much damage, and he really lost it in the end. I think he knows that, and he is going to have to sit back and recharge. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to lose. Same with Grayson, so much to lose. And he is now slowly getting an army back, but these storms are actually going to town on him, and one more storm, if you are not careful. Even Relic just sitting here, he could possibly get stormed there too. They do decide to back out. And MasterMind coming in, is he going to just push right into this base? His Goliaths are getting strong at 6 attack ups right now. Currently Spider Venom with 4 attack ups. And let's just look at the tabs real quick. I do want to see if this, yes, it is a level 5. And the Odin now at level 5 as well. And that's why he was able to tank so much. Level 5 Odin is scary for sure. So he definitely should have addressed the hybrid destroyers first. And I think that would have been the correct idea. And there we go, dealing 35 damage against the hybrids, 32. So I really think dealing with the units would have been the correct choice. Yes, putting down the contamination on the Odin was the correct choice, but you didn't even need to go in. I would have taken out the units, got the money from that, and you would have been set. It was definitely risky, and he wasn't able to capitalize. SeexySauce saying for real. I don't know what he was saying for real for. He must have just lost something. What did he lose? I think, did he have a Raven or a Corruptor? I don't know. He lost something. Overextending himself a little bit, though, is Spider Venom. And look at this. There's not a whole lot of back and forth going on. Everyone being actually really reserved. And I think it's because bottom left just lost so much. He's unable to really get in the game. And Hotsauce, with his Odin, is going to be able to secure, possibly. I don't know. Hi-Ho is still here defending that. Hi-Ho, go and attack that absolutely like nothing hit point hybrid destroyer for like 15 shields. You could do it, buddy. You don't even need to send in Goliath there. So we are going to see some back and forth at that tower. Ice able to just hold the top or left side tower, even with this changeling, because look at this, Grayson's still at such a low supply. I mean, he is now at 500, and that is going to be a greater supply than Ice, because Ice has been attacking back and forth against the Odin, but it's probably just not enough. And meanwhile, there is a lot of back and forth going on from Hotsauce, attacking Spider Venom's Goliath, dealing a lot of damage. And look at this, SeexySauce is really pulling into the game. I think that Odin is just dealing so much damage, and with SeexySauce having that tank, his destroyers are just going to town. And finally, we see the scouts with 2 attack ups. And let's see what the Mutalisks are at. 7 attack ups. I don't think, guys, unless the scouts get some high hit point ups, and possibly even Relic changing to something like Goliath, similar to how MasterMind has their army, I just don't think Grayson is going to be able to do a whole lot. He has no way of making money. Everyone else is just at least, it's in some cases, double of what Grayson's score is, so he's stuck. He doesn't know what to do, and I think Relics would be the right choice. Overseer deciding to come out from Hotsauce. Is that going to be to heal or possibly to contaminate the other Overseer? And that would be interesting to see. We'll see which Overseer is the better. And I think he has to be careful of those Goliaths, though. In fact, even have to be careful of Hi-Ho. A Blinkin could spell disaster. And look at this, he is blinking in. Could possibly be blinking in too far. The Overseer, what is he doing? He's got to back out. Those stalkers, or those scouts could get him. And so much damage, though, on the Warplots. No, that was a bad blink. The Warplots are blinking right into the wall. They have nowhere to go, and he's losing them left and right, trying to get into a better position. There we go. Now he's going to be able to take out. There we go. But no, a force field coming down from TryHrd. And oh my gosh, one Warpin, though, could spell disaster. But the storm goes down, and he's able to take out Relic. And GPR does leave the game. I guess he was lagging. Is this better? I don't know if that's going to fix anything or not. Oh no, and I guess GPR was lagging it. No joke, right when he left. That was really unfortunate. I didn't catch any lag, guys, but then again, I'm not playing, so sorry about that. And so maybe we will now see some high action. Really unfortunate that it was laggy. And now we are back in the game. Grayson, now... Let's hope that they don't take that for real. All right, so me too. Okay, so now let's get back in the game. We do have 800 supply currently for Grayson. We have Relic now at 560. And looking at Hi-Ho, he could possibly do the damage to Hi-Ho. He just has to be careful of the Tassadar. Storm does go down, but it actually missed. Meanwhile, there is a lot of back and forth going on from MasterMind and Ice on top right-hand side. He was able to get the Odin. Who was able to get that kill, actually? It might have been Ice. And so the Odin is down. He is going to need to be remade. Is he in the production tab? We do have an anti-unit tower, but I do not see that Odin anywhere anytime soon. He might not have the money for it, but to go in the anti-unit tower is the right choice because they are being so aggressive. Meanwhile, there is still some back and forth going on from Grayson, but it's actually lulled down quite a bit. That Tassadar is looking so scary. He has to be careful. Scouts, don't get too far deep. Don't get too deep. He is playing exactly how he should, though. Coming in, doing a little bit of guerrilla tactics, then going back, possibly trying to force those storms down to reduce the energy. But he's actually playing really smart. Spider Venom not going crazy with the storms, waiting for the perfect opportunity. A storm does go down. It does hit a few, but not quite enough. And look at this. Top right and bottom right are totally contained right now. It looks like Grayson is deciding to go back, and now bottom left is starting to look like a very scary army. In fact, what's also scary is 800 supply of these Goliaths with 7 attack, and here we go, they could be making their move. Here we go, big warp-ins by the Warp Zealots. He's going crazy over those Goliaths, so much damage coming from the Scouts, and oh no, he's actually taking hits from Spider Venom as well. Icy's got to back out of there, and the units are just going down like crazy. Relic did end up winning that fight, I believe, and MasterMind, oh no, he's going straight for the center. Is he going to be able to get it? We don't see a savior coming out yet, and there is one left, but he's not able to deal enough damage. And look at this Hi-Ho even coming in from the backside, trying to fight MasterMind, and no, actually able to escape, and Relic losing so much from that. I think that was actually a big mistake. I think he should have finished off the Goliaths. And wow, so Grayson down to 550 supply. He dealt a lot of damage to these Mutalisks actually, and Relic was able to build up so much score just taking out MasterMind's Goliaths. But I'm not sure if switching from attacking the Goliaths and going straight for this center was the right idea. I mean, that Spire has so many hit points. The Warp Zealots just don't do a whole lot of damage to structures, and so that could have been possibly the losing mistake. We'll see how it goes. Hi-Ho overextending himself a little bit, battling on 2 fronts. He's battling Ice from the sky, MasterMind on the ground, and also SeexySauce. I think that might not be a good idea. He's going to have to back out for now. And Grayson's saying the lag is insane. I'm not getting any lag, guys. And so I don't know if it's me lagging anything up or if it happens to be Battle.net. But I'm not feeling anything. It's unfortunate that these players are feeling lag at home. And I don't even know if Hi-Ho is feeling any lag because he's just doing so well. Both Hi-Ho and Spider Venom at about 19,000 total score, and compared to 15,200 for SeexySauce and Hotsauce, and about 16,900 for MasterMind and Ice. I mean, they're doing really well. 21 is a great score to have. So overall, bottom right is in first, and second place would be MasterMind and Ice. Third place is Hotsauce and SeexySauce. Only because Hotsauce has that Odin, and I really think Hotsauce should have possibly gone Marauders. I think having the Odin and leveling it up like that to combat Ice's Mutalisk was not the correct choice. I think even going for hard Marauders into Marauders for that splash damage would have been the correct choice. But I'm curious to see why he decided to go with that Odin. In fact, I don't even see the Odin out. I think he's just abandoned it altogether, or does he just not have the money? I guess he doesn't have the money. Let's look. Or was it SeexySauce? No, it was Hotsauce that has the Odin. And if it's not out, I'm curious why there isn't a revive right here. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have the money. He's at 327 right now. And here we go. Warpin coming in from Ice. Force field preventing. See, why is he going for... He shouldn't even be doing this. This is crazy. He's just losing units right here. That was kind of a big mistake. Grayson not really able to do anything. And with Relic just kind of charging in like that, MasterMind is just getting only stronger and stronger. And now look at this. MasterMind with the higher score here. And he still has one savior left. Ice did use a savior earlier. But with MasterMind now at 10,000 currently in first place, I mean, Ice and MasterMind could be fighting for first place position from Hi-Ho and Spider Venom. So I think Relic a little bit feeding. I'm not sure what he's doing. You don't need to go for the structures, bud. If you're watching this and I'm reviewing this, I mean, I want to discuss strategy. Many of you at home might be saying, no, this is actually exactly what he needs to do. But I really think that in these engagements, he needs to go for the Goliath. He could deal a lot of damage to the Goliath. And that will allow Grayson to fight these Mutalisks, but he needs to supplement his army with Ravens. I've said it before, you know, just going pure air like this is not enough. And here we go, Grayson trying to deal the damage. In fact, the Mutalisk kind of doing a little hotboxing here, able to get the splits off, and wow, Ice, with beautiful control, was able to get out of there. He did lose a few mutas, but not that much, so that was actually beautiful play. Great job, Ice. Hi-Ho deciding to blink in. He does go after MasterMind, and the, ooh, what was that? It almost looked like contamination, but it didn't hit the High Temple Archon. And, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, the High Temple Archon is now out. It's ready to go. We finally see it, and the storms do go down. The Odin is now out. And Force Field. He didn't even need to do a Force Field. I can't wait to see for control, like mind control, over this Mass Mutalist or possibly even the Mass Scout. And oh no, Ice, you're losing so much of your supply. Now the Scouts are just going absolutely crazy. And that was a beautiful pickup from Grayson. That was exactly what he needed. Now bringing his score up to 7,000. And I really hope that he keeps doing this. So listen to me. I hope you can hear me through the screen, Relic. Do not go after this supply anymore. Don't go after the production. Just go straight for the units. Please go straight for the units. Go straight for the units, Relic! Especially these ones right here. They're really low on hit points. And in fact, he knows it too. Now getting 4 armor with 8 attack ups and a lot of hit point upgrades. I think he knows exactly what's going on. So he's going after more tankier Goliaths, which is, I believe, the correct choice. So that way Ice can do the damage. But Ice is going to have to wait a long time to rebuild. And here we go, Destroyers coming in. In fact, Ice, get out of there. Oh, you're losing so much supply. Why even fight? You know you can't do any damage. So he's going to back out for now. I really think the 2 big fighters right now are going to be top right and bottom right. Now able to get out of there contained. He does have an Overseer, so we could possibly see that Odin taken out. Or there's also an Overseer for Hotsauce. Or was it SeexySauce? Let's see. On the units tab real quick. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. SeexySauce does have that Overseer. So we could see possibly contamination going down on the High Temple Archon. Meanwhile, Grayson's still being aggressive, and I think that's the right choice against Ice's units, because Ice just doesn't have the units. He's got 283 supply right now against 550, so this is exactly how Grayson is going to be able to get back in the game. And Hi-Ho doesn't want to even let bottom left get their supply up. He's trying to do something. He's blinking back and forth. His Marines, though, are at level 6 as far as their attack upgrades. With 6 ups, he could possibly be switching from straight Lancer play into something a little bit more powerful. And look at this. These scouts were contaminated? Is that what happened? Or corruption? How was that even? It was like an AoE contamination. That was really odd. I've never seen anything like that before. Wow, does contamination now have like an AoE? That's so interesting. Spider Venom now kind of being trapped from his own force fields. SeexySauce was trying to do something, but he wasn't able to connect. And wow, I think that could have been a good opportunity for Grayson and Relic to come in and possibly pick off that High Temple. That was actually really close. And SeexySauce saying he almost had the Archon. Thank you, MasterMind. MasterMind coming in and shutting that down. Ice able to take now control of the middle. And this Odin, it's level 5, 1 ups. I mean, Hotsauce, I don't know if you can hear me, buddy, but look at this. You're now in last place. Going for a maxed out hero like Odin. And I'm just gonna be straight with you guys. Odin sucks late game. I'm sorry, it does. No matter what this guy was thinking, I think Hotsauce is a great player. But unfortunately, choosing to up that Odin to level 5 instead of getting Marauders, especially against this clumped up Mutalisk play, and the scouts clump up equally. He would have dealt a lot of splash damage, and he would have something to deal damage while he waits for that Odin. I can understand what he was trying to do, letting SeexySauce kind of have a lot of money. And look at this, even Hotsauce saying Odin can't do shit. it's true. Not even just with the Overseers, because the fact is you are slow, you can't do anything. But just the fact that you don't have an army backing you up, you have nothing. See, the High Temple Archon, Spider Venom, decided to go with Goliath, and that was exactly what he needed to do. Whereas, with no Marauders, you got nothing, buddy. You got nothing. What do you got? A clunky old piece of crap. And that's all it's doing. You can do a little bit of damage, which is great. But you can't do anything in the long run because you're just going to be taken out. You're going to be focused. And unfortunately, that's where you're losing. And that's really unfortunate. Grayson is not losing, though. He is going after Ice's units. And really effective, actually. He's going toe-to-toe right now. But Ice was able to be the victor in that battle. He's at currently 7 ups, 4 now against 8 ups with 1 armor. A lot of hit point upgrades. And we do possibly need to see more hit point upgrades from the scouts. The scouts do really well as far as having high hit points and high armor. They aren't really a whole lot of damage dealers. If you look, even with 7 ups, their total damage is, 20. That's really not that much. 19 for the Photon Blaster. You're going to get the most out of your scouts, not by going for attack, but going for hit points, going for armor. But unfortunately, Relic is just strictly a ground unit. He can't really do a whole lot of damage. And look at this. There is even... Oh, a little bit of lag coming down. Even there with the Overseer holding that High Temple Archon, it's just not enough. And wow, a lot of splash damage coming down on Grayson's units. Grayson losing a ton of units. My gosh, I think MasterMind just picked up his entire army. And Spider Venom now having to contend against MasterMind, who's currently in the lead. That was really good pickups by MasterMind. The Warp Zealots just didn't have the position, and MasterMind was able to capitalize. And look at this. Again, going after the supply. Buddy, I just want to smack you right now. You're going absolute apeshit crazy. Stop going for the production. You don't need it. Just go after the units, because right now, you're in a really bad spot. And I'm sorry, the phone actually went off, so let me go ahead and turn that off right here, guys. Sorry about that. And so back into the game, Relic with 540 supply. I really think you got to stop going for that production, especially with the Overseer just healing it up. It's at 6,500 hit points. What do you really expect to do to it, dude? Your Warp Zealots don't do a whole lot of damage. In fact, look at that, 15 damage for the structure hits. And how many Warp Zealots can you really get around that tiny little structure? So it just doesn't have a big area for you to attack, and you're not going to be able to deal a whole lot of damage. So instead, I really think you should focus on the units. That way Grayson can come in and do some damage. Ice currently with 8 up still, and his Mutalisks are just so beefy. 408 hit points, they regen very quickly. And Grayson trying to do something. Is he going to be able to get something? Just anything. 1 defense now currently for the scouts, and I think that's exactly what he needs to go. High armor, high hit points. That's the only way he's going to be able to survive enough. He doesn't need to do high damage. He just needs to be able to survive. And speaking of surviving, Hotsauce now currently in last with 6,902. And oh, I guess this is just heartbreaking to see. Big storm though going down on Ice's units. The Mutalisk taking a lot of damage. And let's just see what his attack is at currently. 414 damage, only over 2 ticks. So that was actually really good. That's enough to take out the Mutalisk if he's able to get 2 ticks. And I wanted to say that no, it wasn't dead, but I really can't interfere in the game. So if Ice isn't careful, he could possibly get stormed. In fact, I would like to see mind control. It's really hard to get off, but if he can get it right in the epicenter and take control of those units, he's going to deal so much damage. Force field does go down, preventing Relic from being able to do anything, and now Grayson is kind of stuck. Bottom left is just kind of stuck on this, like they have something, but they can't really make it happen, and they're not too far behind. They could come back, but who is starting to get behind is top right. Unfortunately, SeexySauce and Hotsauce just kind of out of the game because this Odin is just really, it's the Achilles heel of top right now, and what is he going to do? I want to whisper him so bad and say, Hotsauce, stop getting Odin. Go for Marauders, you crazy bitch. And he's just not doing it. He can't hear me through the screen, guys. He can't hear me through the stream. There's nothing I can do. Just sit back and cry. I could pray, Father, who art thou in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Please smack the shit out of Hotsauce and make him get Marauders. This is seriously just so sad to see. Even sadder is these scouts. No, you clumped up too much. This is so crazy. Why did you do that? So losing all of his supply, clumping up like that, he must have just fed intentionally. Because I have no idea why he would clump up like that. The Mutas with the glaive just completely smashed those units, bringing ISIS points now up to 12,107. That's gonna hurt. They are now gonna be in first place, pretty much. I mean, they're really fighting against Hi-Ho and Spider Venom. So I think, yeah, GG's coming out from top right, and really they have nothing left that they could do. Even bottom left might need to say GG after that incredible upset. Feeding, I mean, it's now a 4,000 point lead. And there's really nothing that Grayson can do, unfortunately, Grayson and Relic. I mean, they might be able to pick up some with Warp Lots against these Marines. Now, since he did decide to go pure Marine, Marine is going to be very strong against these Mutalisks and against the Goliaths eventually. But it's going to take some time. In fact, I think switching from Lancers to possibly some Templars, Temple Zealots, rather than keeping with these Lancers might be a good idea. Because he's going to need a more powerful ground army. We already have the Goliaths able to take on the air army, so we don't need double air. He needs something stronger, and he just doesn't have that right now. In fact, look, he's trying to supplement the army, and the Marines do go to town, but it's just not enough. And oh no, Goliaths were mind-controlled, and he's dealing so much damage to the Mutalisks. That was beautiful. And I love it. I love seeing the mind control. That was way better than doing any storm, in my opinion. And that was great play by Hiyomon and Spider Venom. Great play, Spider Venom. I love seeing that. That's excellent. That's exactly what he needs to do. And so now, bottom right is still in first. Currently with a combined score of, let's see, 19,800. So 19,800. Or, I'm sorry, not 19. 29,800. 29,800. My gosh, my math is crazy. Either that or it's just my diction. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, guys. Never mind me against 27,000, 28, respectively, 28,000. So up by about 1,000. And with this High Temple Archon, I mean, as long as he's able to keep the High Temple Archon alive, he's going to be able to win this, no matter what. But it really just all depends on this High Temple. And we do have MasterMind deciding to come in and picking off Hotsauce. Is he going to be able to pick off SeexySauce? I mean, he does have that Planetary Fortress. The units are just kind of running around back and forth. Hi-Ho trying to get in here, but that's not enough units. I just don't think he's going to be able to get it. At the very least, he can pick off the Archives. He does get it, and that's going to bring his score up quite dramatically, but it's just not enough to pick off this Planetary Fortress. I don't even think he should go after it. There we go. Instead, going after the anti-unit tower. But look at this. He's taking so much damage from this planetary alone, and it just might not be worth it. Trying to blink out, but now his units are trapped, and he's going to lose some units there. MasterMind now almost at 17,000. And look at Grayson trying to make something happen, but what is he going to do? I mean, now, oh wait, now he's currently at 4 defense. There we go. So the scouts are starting to play a little bit better, going with their strengths, because with 11 attack, he needs some ups. And 3 armor to be able to deal enough damage. So going with the higher armor is better, but you gotta get the better splits, buddy. And look at this. Ice putting a few of the mutas in the front to try to reduce the splash damage. And with just better micro, Ice is able to win these exchanges, even though scouts are just overall better. Here we go. Warping from Relic, and running on the creep is going to help him quite a bit. But he's got to be careful. Ice doing a little bit of damage to those scouts. Spider Venom coming in from the middle, trying to get the surround on MasterMind's units. MasterMind currently at 400 supply against 650 from Goliath, and Ice down at 713 supply, with Hi-Ho pretty far behind at 457. So I'm not sure how this is going to shape up, because Hi-Ho, with these Marines, he might not be able to do the damage he needs to for quite some time against Ice. And we'll see how this goes, guys. I think Changelings are exactly what he should do. We've seen Ice abuse these Changelings before, and Changelings do so much splash, especially in the late game. Relic deciding to do a big blink in. Could he deal the damage he needs to Hi-Ho? I really think Hi-Ho needs to change from these Lancers to Templars. I mean, he is actually using them fairly well to great effect. And the Marines now currently at 8 up. They have the stim, they have the range, they do not have the rapid fire upgrade yet. So the biggest threats right now, though, are actually Relic. So Relic could make something happen against Hi-Ho. But Hi-Ho at 16, 418, I mean, he's pretty beast. Both teams, top left and bottom right, are just so beastly right now. And whoa, look at this. Grayson coming around the backside, picking off a lot of units. He was able to take out a Corruptor, almost takes out this Overseer. With great control from Ice, he was able to survive. He splits his mutas a little bit right here, but he's taking a lot of damage, putting some mutas up in the front to reduce the splash. Grayson doing the same, and I think out of that engagement, Grayson came out a little bit ahead. Grayson now at 10,000, so he's finally joined the 10,000 club. In fact, he's kind of helping out bottom right, just dealing the damage that they need to against Ice. And Ice losing a lot of supply, but oh no, get away from those Goliath scouts. There we go, more hit points. That's exactly what we need to see. More hit points, more armor. And Ice, wow, he actually lost a lot in that engagement. He is now at half the supply that he was before. And Warpin's coming in from Relic, dealing quite a bit of damage to those Goliaths. They're still very effective, guys. And we'll see how relevant Relic and Grayson will be able to be in this matchup. I mean, they're really, really far behind. But maybe they can make something happen, anything. He is currently at full supply. And I've said it before, staying at full supply could be a bad idea. So if at any time he wanted to come in and try to deal some damage to MasterMind, I mean, now would be the time. At 300 supply, he could possibly do it. Even Ice at such a low supply. and Ice trying to do the extended Yamato cannon, but there's absolutely nothing there. So unable to do anything. He does get that tower, though, or at least the unit at that tower. And Spider Venom taking right side. And bottom tower. I'm surprised nobody's at the bottom tower right now. It's just pretty much a dead game. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on right now. Currently, the APM is fairly low for all players, especially bottom right side. They're just kind of sitting back and thinking, I think. Everybody's just trying to come up with a strategy, coming up with a plan, or possibly just letting their supply build. And, you know, I think Spider Venom, getting your supply too high and not taking any action is the wrong idea. Go ahead and get out there, Spider. You can do a little bit of damage from Grayson and Relic at the very least. I mean, top left isn't going to be doing anything for quite some time at 520 supply. I mean, if you sit back too far, you're going to be losing out on money. And taking a look at the money, it actually, let's see, so 18 for MasterMind, so 22, they're currently at 22,000 to 22, actually, bottom right is still ahead by about 400 or 500. Not much, though. I mean, it's a very close game, and Hi-Ho, I love you. Buddy, I love you so much, but get rid of those stupid Lancers. You don't even need them. I would love to see Temples. I would love to see Reavers. Something. I think the Temples would be better. But anything but those Lancers. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think at home? Do you think he should go stick with Lancers or what? Because, I mean, realistically, the Goliaths just counter the Lancers. So, I think that going Temple would be the right choice, especially since Goliaths counter Ice's Mutalisk. And I think if they had a stronger defensive ground game from those mercenaries, he'd be able to push MasterMind really far back. So Scouts now at 8 ups, 4 armor. I really think that's the correct choice. I'm glad to see the armor come on those units because he's definitely going to need it, especially with these high damage units. 9 attacks. He does not have the weapon speed upgrade yet, which is interesting. And also, does he even have the hit point upgrade? I don't know if he does or not. But the hit point upgrade is important because it reduces your stim. I think actually he does. It increases the attack speed of your stim. If you guys are unfamiliar, there have been some new changes, and I guess I can't look at it while I'm an observer, or else I would be able to show you. But it adds an extra 10% to your overall stim attack speed if you get the minor upgrade from the arena shop. So if you guys are ever wondering why your stim is just not doing a whole lot, it was changed a little bit, I guess, to nerf the speed of the early stim making Marines just not as effective early on, which I think was a great choice. It's a great balancer. So if you guys are playing, remember to get that minor upgrade for hit points. It's going to increase your stim damage. The armor is still viable. You can totally go the minor upgrade for armor. But if you are going attack heavy, you are going stim heavy, getting that hit point upgrade is essential. It drops, I believe it goes from 0.7 to 0.9. So, oh no, we do have a contamination on the High Temple Archon. And oh no, the scouts might be able to get it. A heal does go down from Hiyomon, so that was a good clutch heal. I don't even think he really needed it. The High Templar will get back. And that, wow, that was almost a really big pickup from Grayson. That would have put him right up there at 11,452. And he does need to do something. They need to do something. They got to pull something out of their hat because SD is coming soon. And with SD, who knows who will be able to take control of middle. So we do have double Overseers now. Ice and MasterMind deciding to both go Overseers. Top left, he still has a save left, so he can't really rush in. And I think that could be what Relic decides to do. They could just do a big warp in and go straight for the CCs. They do have one armor. Ice has one armor. MasterMind does not. So we could see a race here. In fact, Grayson and Relic do need to get planetary fortresses. They need to get some base defenses. Do they even have anti-unit? No, only Relic. Now just getting an anti-unit tower. They both need to get anti-unit towers. In fact, bottom right, only having one anti-unit tower as well. I think Kehoe should get at least one because look at this. His tower is so low. Not tower, his CC. So he's got to be careful of getting rushed. And some back and forth action going on from Grayson and Ice, but it's just not enough. I mean, everything is going so super slow, guys. Everyone's just waiting for this SD to come down, and ugh, I'm getting so tired. I bet you all you guys at home are getting tired as well because we want to see more action. Finally, here we go. MasterMind getting surrounded by Relic, and it looks like Grayson dealing a surprising amount of damage. Some good splits, though, by Ice. And here we go. If it's going to be up to whoever loses the most supply here. Ice down to 487 supply. Oh no, Grayson dealing quite a bit of damage. The Warp Zealots still at 400 supply. MasterMind dropping to 350. But oh no, in the end, Ice was able to level all of those scouts. And now Relic, oh no, he could be losing all of his supply here. Wow, that was great play by Ice. Wait a minute. I thought Ice was down to 450. In fact, no, he was able to stay in it. And now Grayson is going to be able to get picked off. Not before picking off that Overseer first, though. That was hilarious. So the base defenses were able to pick it off. But they did finally kill Grayson's Merc production. And there we go. First CC down. Relic is going to go down too. And actually, those Lancers were still very strong. And there we go, able to pick up both CCs, and now look at this. Scores are almost identical for Hi-Ho and Master. It's just about the supplies, and you know what? Hi-Ho has a higher supply. I think he needs to go for it. I think he needs to be aggressive, but where's his partner? Oh no, his partner left him high and dry. What the crap? I've mentioned this in other games before. What are you doing, dude? I have no idea what was going on, but get these fucking units from behind the CC and do something. You know, it's shit like this that totally pisses me off. I don't know what circumstances kept him from not being involved in this game, but when his partner went in for the CC, get the fuck out of the base and go into the middle. That is unbelievable. For high-level play, you don't play like that. I'm sorry, guys. Stuff like that is so frustrating, and you just give me a baby. Where is the goddamn baby? I would like to punch the shit out of it. You just, oh my gosh. Like, seriously. And look at this again, leaving him behind. What is going on with Spider Venom? I don't know. I don't get it. But I hope that Hiho doesn't lose this simply because his partner decided with his fucking 800 supply to not do anything. That is so frustrating. They totally had they had double MasterMind supply. And look at this again. Not participating. Hi-Ho is going to lose his units. There they go. Oh, Spider Venom. Oh, so should I do something? I think I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs and put my thumb up my ass and not do anything. This is unreal. Like, I get you want to hold the middle, buddy, but you got to move. Move some of your units. Help your fucking partner out. This is the shit that makes me rage, guys. I stayed professional the entire time, but once I see this goddamn bullshit, this is just unacceptable. And Ice... Hi-Ho is actually kind of overextending himself a little bit, and they're throwing this game away. You're watching this here, folks. This is just a complete game throwaway, and they know it. Ice, in fact, they're gearing up. MasterMind trying to get the surround. He's going to be able to get that Overseer shot off. He's going to hold... he's not going to be able to hold this beacon, I don't think. He does. He's able to. But he shouldn't. He shouldn't be able to. And Hi-Ho, I think you shouldn't even help your partner. Like, at this point, I know you guys want the victory, and I think you guys deserve it. I would just let your partner die. That is unreal, guys. Unreal. Totally frustrating. I mean, I honestly, I was rooting for Hi-Ho. I love watching Hi-Ho play, but I'm actually really pissed off at Spider Venom. That was nuts. Spider, you need to help your partner out, buddy. Split this army, start fighting on two fronts, keep a hold of the center, keep MasterMind back. But if you see your partner fighting Ice over here, why don't you bring your little Archon right there? Like, watch, we're gonna see it again. There we go. Now he's finally starting to move. Just keep a few guys up here on the high ground. Who cares if you even lose it? As long as you get some mind control down, you could kill some of the units. You can get your storms down. Oh my god, you're sitting there with full fucking mana. What are you doing? Seriously? Do something. He doesn't have an Overseer. The Overseer is way the butt fuck over here. There's nothing going on. This is nuts. What am I seeing here, guys? What is this? What is this bullshit? What are you even doing? Base defenses were killed. Ice is going to come out and kill the production. Yamato Cannon does go down on Ice's units, and oh my gosh, it's just I'm witnessing Spider Venom crumble right now. This is insane. And I don't know what's going through the head of Spider Venom. I don't like to make assumptions or anything like that, but I feel like it's almost like Hi-Ho just said, hey buddy, I actually don't want any help, go fuck yourself and let me take care of this. And Spider's like, okay. Even though I've got this incredible High Temple Archon and my Goliaths are OP as shit. No, I'll let them kill you, whatever. This game could have been over 10 minutes ago, I feel, or 5 minutes ago. This is just crazy. How do you sit on this full mana like this? I know it's SD and you gotta be careful, but seriously. Am I wrong? Guys, let me know in the Twitch chat channel right now. Yeah, exactly, Blue Sky, you've got it right. He's either super distracted or he's just playing totally he's nervous. He knows, like, it's like they have the taste of victory and he's just throwing it away. This is seriously sad to watch, guys. And my heart goes out to Hi-Ho. I think he's played an excellent game, and I love Spider Venom. I think he's not only a great person, but a great player. But this is just nuts. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I've never seen somebody go inactive. Spider Venom was so aggressive throughout the entire game, and now... I mean, is the cat on fire? Did somebody poop in your soup? I mean, something's going on to distract you, and I just don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Somebody please help him put out his burning cat, because I mean, it's like the baby's throwing up and choking, or something. Something's distracting this kid. Big warp in trying to take out Ice's units, and wow, Hi-Ho. He does have strong Marines. He does have a strong presence. Even MasterMind trying to match it with 3 ups right now. 10 attack. Another big blink in and I think Ice is just going to go ahead and go for it. He's a little bit out of position. Another blink in. MasterMind could take control. See, again, now Spider Venom. He was holding middle that whole time trying to do whatever. And look at this! What are you doing? You fucking asshole. Get in the game. Help your partner. Why are you not storming? Why are you not using anything? This is nuts! What am I seeing here? This is pandemonium. This is insanity. I just don't understand. And Hi-Ho losing supply. He's now 400, 300. Spider Venom just sitting on his fucking ass. Oh wow, a storm! The first storm we've seen in 7 goddamn minutes! Alright, you're hearing it here, guys. This is Ragey Poo coming right out. I am full-blown range. This kid can go fuck himself. What the hell is going on? You're at max energy, guy. Get out there. Put your Archon right fucking there and do something. Hi-Ho will blink in and take out the Overseer. Wow, he took it out. The Overseer is gone. And now you're being aggressive? Is that really all you were scared of? Who gives a shit about ice right now? Go for it. Go for the win. Stop worrying about your stupid fucking supply right there. Just go. 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 I mean, you're being a fucking Bronco right now, dude. These Masterminds being a Seahawk, Ice, and Mastermind, they're fucking just totally going crazy on you guys. If you guys watch football, I don't watch football, but seriously, Broncos got fucking stomped, and this is exactly what's going on. They're crumbling under the pressure, and Hi-Ho with his Overseer could possibly be taken out. Yes, it does, and look at this. Is he really going to be able to fly in without a mind control? Do a mind control. Please do a mind control. Oh my god, do a fucking mind control. Something. Use your energy. In fact, you gotta bring some of these goddamn units back. You only need a few. You've got your base defenses. I really think he should take this entire army right here and go kill right here, because they could do it. Especially with Ice being so far out of position. If he wants to try to come in and attack this armory, fine. Whatever. I mean, put an upgrade on the Planetary Fortress, so that's 2 armor. He's not going to be able to eat through that armor, and you guys could finish this. You could level their CCs before they would even get close to you. And if he tried to attack, you could mind control. Because Mastermind supply, it will get low if both of you decide to fight. Spider Venom's still at a max supply. Ice using Changelings to good effect. And Hi-Ho, I feel so bad for Hi-Ho. This is truly upsetting, guys. Truly, and I apologize for just going off the wall. But I can't help it. I'm so passionate about seeing just what are you Hi-Ho with crazy ass APM. Even Spider seems to be just doing something. He's clicking something. What are you clicking, buddy? He's doing something. Finally, a storm goes down. That's probably the 3rd storm we've seen in the last 10 minutes. And look, you're still at full energy, buddy. Do the damage. 478 supply for Mastermind. And you know what? His Marines are only getting stronger. You guys could have won this. His Marines are getting stronger than Hi-Ho at this point. Finally, another storm goes down. The Overseer does get a contamination, but he lost his supply. You guys can finish it. Do it now. Do it now. And I swear to God, Spider, if you sit back, I swear to God. Seriously? Spider, get out of middle. Put one person back. There you go. Holy shit, buddy. Good feedback going down on the anti-unit tower. He's got one more anti-unit tower. He could see another feedback there. There we go. And now, bring in the rest of your supply, guy. Bring in the rest. You're going to need it. Bring in your supply. There we go. Oh, he's finally listening to me. Guys, I'm so happy. Finally, we could be seeing the end of Ice and Mastermind. If Spider can just do this. Spider, I'm rooting for you. Come on, buddy. You got to do something. Help a brother out. Help Hi-Ho. And get him this victory. He's fought so hard for it. So did you. And there we go. Another feedback going down on the anti-unit tower. More storms going down. And yes, I think they are going to be able to finish this. And oh no, he might be losing a little bit too much to the Mutalisk. There we go. We need the storm going down to the Mutalisk. There we go. And Spider Venom saying GG, but I don't think it's quite GG yet. Unless, oh, that was a big stim on the Mutalisk, or a storm on the Mutalisk. And there we go. It is going to be GG. And holy crap, dude, you gave me a fucking heart attack. I guess it's still not over. I mean, they are actually losing a lot of supply here. And Mastermind saying GG. And but do they have enough, though? I don't know. Player uses destroy base. There we go. So, yes, it is going to be GG. Spider, buddy. Oh, my gosh. I love you, bro, but, like, seriously? Whew, if you guys didn't win, like, you know why. Because that was just nuts. Way too overcautious. Just, ugh. But I'm glad you guys won. Good job. Hi-Ho leaving before the victory screen. That was interesting. I don't know if that was a misclick or not, but your victors here today will be SuprSP, Spider Venom, and BSBoys, Hi-Ho Manma. Congratulations, guys. Oh my gosh, I raged so hard, but that was interesting to see. What a matchup, what a game. An hour and 13 minutes. Good job to the victors here. I am Easy Mode's Ragey Poo, reminding you to set your opponents to easy mode. I will be back next time.